6:42 is the time. Tyler Orson from Business in Vancouver joins us. Good morning, Tyler.
Good morning, Sonia.
I want to start with talking about Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's cash injection promise to Alberta's Premier Rachel Notley, who he's been spending some time with, and what that really means for us here in BC.
Yeah, this will have an impact on British Columbia. A lot of people will look at this $700 million capital injection, aimed at stimulating the Alberta economy and say, hey, that's only really going to impact Alberta. But the goal here is to get more skilled workers working over in our neighboring province. British Columbia, however, has been the strongest performing provincial economy since last year, and a lot of that has been benefiting from the migration of skilled workers from Alberta, which has been hard hit by the oil crash, over to British Columbia. Now, what this has done is it's pumped up our own labor market. It's also added a lot more workers that are spending money on, say, real estate, one of our biggest subsectors in the economy, as well as retail sales, which Stats Canada has reported that those are up in British Columbia as well. So having those workers staying in Alberta with this big capital injection that they're getting, that's going to cut that migration off going forward. Not to the degree that some people might fear, but it will have an impact, especially if BC's LNG industry that's been proposed gets off the ground. So there will be some impacts here in British Columbia going forward, for sure.
Okay, I want to talk about a tech startup company that's from Vancouver, and just an incredible success story, really.
Yeah, you know what, Foodee, they have been taking aim, instead of online lunch deliveries aimed at consumers, it's actually aimed at corporations. So they'll focus on, say, office administrators and say, we'll have, great food delivered to you from some of these upscale restaurants, maybe like Calabash or Banana Leaf, something like that here in Vancouver. They just got an injection of $6 million in venture capital. This was announced yesterday. So the plan is they're going to expand markets across North America. They're already operating in Vancouver, Toronto, and they just expanded into the States late last year with Denver, Philadelphia, and Austin. Now, they wanted to expand into Calgary, but of course, we see how the economy is doing over there. So instead, this 10-city expansion that's going to happen by the end of this year, it's going to be focused on those U.S. markets. And the good news here for BC is it actually means more jobs. They're planning to double their development team here in Vancouver and raise the overall workforce from about 60 people to 90 people by the end of 2016.
Well, that's great news for us as well, and a really great idea, too.
Absolutely, yeah. They're going for a market that's, people wouldn't normally think of. We usually think of consumers, but this is aimed at corporations.
Yeah, definitely. There was a light bulb moment for somebody there.
Absolutely.
All right, Tyler, thank you very much. Have a great day.
You too.